A quick background on myself. I'm a musician. Before Pandora, I played in rock bands for a long time. For about 10 years, I spent a lot of time living out of a van and playing shows, sometimes to audiences smaller than this. And had a really sort of wonderful experience doing that. Never quite made a living at it, but met this sort of huge number of really talented musicians that were all kind of facing the same challenge, which is great music, willing to kind of travel and perform, but no real way to sort of build an audience because they couldn't get on radio, basically. And so I've long been interested in kind of the plight of the working musician. And I mean, New Orleans in some ways is kind of the epitome of that. But I have had that on my brain since I did that. And at the end of my sort of live performing days, I worked as a film composer for a while. So I wrote film scores. And when you write film scores, your job is to figure out the taste of a film director. So you literally sit with the director, watch the movie. Sometimes it's got temp music on it, sometimes it's just no music at all. And you talk about the soundtrack. So I would bring to these meetings a big stack of CDs and play music for the director and kind of get their feedback on those selections and kind of try to use that to glean what they wanted for their movie. It's kind of like a musical Myers-Briggs process I would put them through. And if they thumbed up and thumbed down the music and we talked about it, I would kind of figure out little by little what they wanted. And so what I was kind of really doing sort of was informally creating a genome in my head of music taste. So I was mapping their sort of thumb feedback onto some kind of an attribute system in my head. So probably something that we all do with our friends. You know who likes the kind of screaming guitar, who likes the beautiful harmonies, etc. And I was sort of doing that informally in my brain.